Well, welcome back. It's time for Better Retirement. This week we have Jim Poling here from Citizen Advisory Group, and we are going to talk about Medicare. It can be really confusing, can't it?
Absolutely. So, Medicare is a very complex topic that we do host seminars on a monthly basis to help people really understand how Medicare works, what it is, and the plan options that are available to them.
Well, I think that one of the confusing parts for me is that, when do you get Medicare? Do you get Medicare if you have other insurance? How's it work? But you actually, and we have a slide that talks about there's an initial enrollment period when you're turning 65. Do you have to sign up then?
Yeah, so what is Medicare? Medicare is government-provided health insurance where individuals who are 65 and older are entitled to Medicare. If you're under 65 with certain disabilities and have collected Social Security benefits for 2 years, you qualify for Medicare as well. And if you ever have end-stage renal disease or kidney failure at any age, you qualify for Medicare also. As far as the initial enrollment period, this is going to pertain to the time where you can enroll into Medicare. So what they do is they look at when your birthday month is, and it's a 7-month window where you can enroll. So you can enroll 3 months before, the month of, and 3 months following your 65th birthday month. So depending on when you enroll in that period of time can really determine on when Medicare is going to begin.
Okay, so if I need it to begin, let's say that I was at work, I was employed, and I decided I was going to retire then at 65, or for whatever reason, I wasn't going to have insurance available to me. It's important that I do that enrollment in that period before, so that when I turn 65, I've got it?
Correct. So you want to enroll prior to the coverage to begin so you do not have any lapse in coverage. So some people can actually delay Medicare. So you don't have to just enroll in Medicare when first turning 65. So some individuals are still continuing to work, or they have credible coverage through their spouse. They can actually enroll in Medicare at a later time frame.
That makes sense.
But if you don't enroll when you're eligible and you don't have credible coverage and you wish to enroll, you may have to wait for another period of time to do so, and then you could also be penalized for not enrolling into Medicare either.
What kind of penalties and I guess then can we still do it? Can we still get Medicare?
You can, but you're going to be subject to a different enrollment period. That's a general enrollment period where you would have to enroll during that time frame, and then the coverage will not start until the middle of the year. So.
Okay. It is complex, that's for sure, and I guess especially at the age of 65, you're dealing with a lot of other things too that you have to figure out, whether that's the Social Security issue or just retirement in general. So let's talk about these Medicare events that you do. What are you going to talk about in these events?
Yep, so Ron Myers and myself, who's a colleague of mine, we host these seminars on a monthly basis where we're going to talk about what is Medicare, the different enrollment periods, so in particular the initial enrollment period, because Medicare doesn't cover everything, so we're going to discuss the plan options that go along with Medicare. So what's a Medicare supplement, an Advantage plan? The reality is how are you going to find one that's right for you? Everyone has a different preference and a different circumstance, so I think it's important to really evaluate what's best for you in your situation. So that's one of the reasons why we're set up as an independent firm, meaning we represent pretty much all the different carriers that are out there. And we help people identify a plan that's going to be best for them in their situation. So there's no cost or obligation to attend the seminar, nor as if someone wants to meet with us individually as well.
Well, and I think you brought up a good point that I wanted to bring up as well. You do carry or cover all of these different plans, different supplements, things. So you're not there, these events are not there to sell us something.
Correct. So this is an educational event, meaning I can't talk about any particular carriers, plans, or their benefits or their cost. So I think that's important that someone can attend the event and to be able to interact and ask questions. So it's in a classroom environment atmosphere. So we have some at some of the Owens campuses and at some of the libraries throughout the area and the Sylvania Senior Center also.
Now, if I can't come to an event, or if I come to an event and I still have more questions, what kind of consultation? I mean, can we talk about specific plans then if I come in and see you?
Absolutely. So if you'd like to meet individually, that's some information that we can share with you. We can help you identify some of the different carriers that are available to you, what the cost and coverage is, and then hopefully find a plan that's going to be best for you in your situation.
I think that's because it does need to be so individual, depending on what somebody's prescription needs are and what supplemental needs they have if they have something else besides Medicare?
Yeah, absolutely, because some of the plans are network-based, so it's really going to determine on if your doctor, your hospital is going to be in a plan. And then, as you said, as far as the prescription side of things, we've got to make sure that our prescription is going to be covered on a particular plan, as all plans have formularies, and they can vary from company to company as well.
I didn't even think about the doctor changing issue because I'm closer to 45 than 65, and I don't want to change my doctor because you get used to somebody and that's who you want to use. So that could be a big sticking point.
Absolutely. So that's part of the evaluation process that we provide is, one, we want to know who your doctors and hospitals are, and then two, what are your medications, and we can identify, what plan is going to be best for you in your situation.
Well, let's put up that slide that shows people exactly where the events are in the next couple weeks. You have one at the Sylvania Senior Center, that's on the 17th, one at Owens Community College, well, actually two, one on the 18th and one on the 19th, and then at the Perrysburg Library on the 21st. What do people need to do if they want to go to one of these events?
Well, RSVP is optional, so you can simply just show up, but if you would prefer to call in, so you can call in, and I may advise that on some of the locations, whereas at Owens it can be a little confusing in terms of where the facility is located. But if you'd like further information, it is all available online as well. All
right. Well, if you want more information on these events, or perhaps you've been to one of these events and now you're ready to set up that consultation individually at Citizen Advisory Group, give them a call today or visit their website, citizenadvisory.com. We'll be right back on Better Living.